Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for June 9th, 2025. We've got a base plus prosperity kingdom, and we've got crystal ball is the only trashing. Unless I'm missing something. I don't think I am. We've got only draw is activated city and then library or King's Court on peddler or village is some draw. Not a lot of draw. It often can be enough, but when you don't have a lot of trashing, that definitely hurts that kind of thing. But I think we can probably. Yeah, it is awkward because like crystal ball trashing kind of requires that you get the junk like out of your hand. Not kind of. It definitely requires that. And so like you only have so much time to get that accomplished. But there is also like King's Court Monument and Festival. I mean, you don't have to King's Court them, but it's nice. And then library. So that could also be a thing. So we've also got, so for plus buy, just Festival unless cities double activate, which doesn't seem very likely. And then, yeah, plenty of plus actions with city, Festival, village, King's Court. That shouldn't be a big problem. We got a colony board. I don't actually know that we're going to care very much about getting any of these treasures other than the crystal ball. Like even platinum here, you can't King's Court a platinum. So, and given the limited nature of the draw, I think that might be something we just avoid, but I guess we'll see how it goes. But the King's Court Monument has potential to score like a decent number of points. Although up against colonies, it's hard for that to be like the primary scoring mechanism. But we'll see. Anyway, I guess we are going to open with a crystal ball. Not sure what I would do in 4-3. Maybe just open like Monument Silver, Monument Village, but I'm gonna do some trashing. Okay, well, I guess we will take a monument. Certainly don't need a village. And now we hit 4 again. Second monument? Or do we just take a village? If we don't collide the monuments, obviously we'd rather have those. And even if we reveal with Crystal Ball, we'd rather have it. So it's really just the collision case where we would want village. And that isn't super likely. On the other hand, we do collide, it's like reducing how much money we have, and we would really like to be hitting at least 5. Potentially then adding another terminal in the form of library. I'm not sure if that would be the next 5 we'd want to take. We might just be another crystal ball. I actually think Monument is the better pickup here. Okay. So now we could go city, we could go festival. I mean, honestly, festival is probably... Oh, wait, or we could go crystal ball. Let's not forget. So down there we have another estate, 4 coppers in our monument. So worst case scenario, we hit 4. Not at that point, we will pick up a village. Best case scenario, we hit 6. Odds are that we hit 5. I think I'm going to go with the crystal ball. And then that'll be that on crystal ball front. And then the question is, do we want festival or a city? How likely are we to need plus buy anytime soon? And yeah, I think getting a festival into the deck is probably a good idea. We hit 6 here. Now we could go with city. We could also consider library. We only have the one festival at the moment anyway. Could also consider double village, which purely from a king's courting standpoint might actually be better. It's like, it's not like cities are going to be active soon. And it's also better for picking up peddlers. Yeah. All right, let's do that. All right, so I think we're going to have the option here. Yeah, we saw our other estate. So we have the option here of playing 2 coppers and picking up a king's court. Really want to trash though, while I can. All right, do we get a library? I'm just going to make it harder for the crystal balls to keep trashing, is the downside. Also just take like one more festival. I don't know. Yeah, I think I want to just do that. Nah. All right, what is the downside of playing this? I guess there isn't much downside playing it. You can get a King's Court. We sadly cannot get King's Court Peddler. That was like the, you know, one of the upsides of playing the village is that you could conceivably find another crystal ball, find another action, and then get a peddler for free. But we'll take the King's Court and not complain about it. I complain about this though. That's not cool. Okay. We could take another monument, but I think we just take village. All right, do we want a King's Court or village for draw, a little bit of draw, or do we want to just go with payload? Get a bunch of peddlers by King's Courting the festival. I think that might actually be better. King's Court. 3 peddlers. And maybe we get that library now. Maybe our crystal ball trashing days are over. Still take another village. There's the potential for misfortune. That's probably the word here, where we play the crystal ball and then we reveal a King's Court, and we don't have anything to play with it. But okay, now the argument for not playing the village gets stronger. Yeah, I think we just leave it at this point. Take another King's Court. Might be worth looking at some cities. The bot still doesn't have any plus buy, but these states. We have King's Courts down there, but okay. Yeah, sure. We'll take a city now. Okay, here we go. All right. King's Court, Peddler. I was hoping to see like a monument here. Oh, such luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, what do we even have down there? More peddlers. We do have another King's Court. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. I was like, why does that button get hidden? More villages. I think I want to set this aside. Keep that. Okay. Well, I would have liked to be able to King's Court the festival, but I was hoping to like get further into the set aside and then maybe like crystal ball the King's Court or something, but whatever. This is fine. Oh, nice. Okay, so we have City Festival Village down there, which is like a fine enough thing to... Oh. Okay, we top decked a city. All right, so I'm gonna just take 3 cities, let the bot activate this for us and still not have any plus buy. Oh no, wait, 2 cities. Sorry. 2 more King's Courts, or do we need to get another festival? Because we only have so many buys. But if we can King's Court both of the festivals, I think that's good enough. Alright. Well, we should probably King's Court this city. And this peddler. I guess we're not King's Courting both of the festivals, huh? Keep that. Guess we'll keep that. Keep that, yes. Okay. So we still have a copper and an estate down there. We could just like, let's play this city. Okay. Yeah, well, we drew the estate. That sucks. But got a decent chance. Okay, I guess we're discarding this. Try to trash. That's unfortunate. Oh man. Oh man. That's really unfortunate. All right. What if we get one more library here and another festival? If they take the last city, then our draw will be totally up and running without needing to do that, but there's also, we can lower peddlers a bunch. I think one more festival for sure. One more King's Court. Do library monument peddler. Want to just have some more points potential. Sure, I guess. Wait, so we only had 1 copper down there? Did I count that correctly? Yeah, I didn't. Well, shoot. All right. Well, once again, I mean, they have no gains, so we can just do Court Festival, play these monuments, buy 3 peddlers, not activate the city. And then take one. I mean, we don't really need a colony, right? We could just take another King's Court. Monuments down to 1. All right, if we draw here, should just be able to win. King's Court Festival should be plenty, right? Yeah. I guess we play that. Well, this was a silly game. Empty the king's courts too, but then we can't get colony. I'm gonna get the colony. Yeah, I don't understand not taking any plus pi here. I do understand skipping crystal ball if you don't have the 5-2. I mean, it did put in some work for me, but on the other hand, it still felt like it wasn't enough and it was awkward. Yeah. But yeah, our deck never really fully came together like we were drawing the whole thing. If the bot had emptied cities, it would have. But even though we only had 4 cities and it would have had 6, or it did have 6. We had 3 cities and it had 6. Like, we had a lot fewer stop cards in our deck, so we still would have outdrawn. Not to mention we had the gains and all that. But so it made sense that the bot stopped gaining them, but then it just meant it spent a lot of time gaining those 5-cost villages, which is like, good job. And yeah, so we had 17 PP tokens to their 11 on this last turn. How many did we get? 1. Yeah, like they had 6 monuments, but without any deck control, it's still not generating that much VP. You got to be king's courting them, or else it's not very good. And they only had 1 king's court, which is wild. So yeah, the bot needed king's courts and it needed festivals, and it probably did need crystal ball. I mean, I don't know how long did it take to hit 5? What was its opening? Was it just Monument Village? Monument Village, yeah. Which I do understand, even though, yeah, it's pretty silly and sad to open Village, but it's like, do you really want a silver on this board? You probably. So yeah, it's just Monument Village, and it bottom decked its Monument. That's pretty rough. But here, like, so this city, like, to me, this is a signal that the bot is like falling into the trap, the city trap, which is like, oh, city, you know, once that gets activated, it's good. I got to get cities, but it's not good here. It's not doing anything for you. I ended up getting cities because I was like, well, the bot might activate them, but before that, there was like no reason to go out of my way to do that. Which is why I even got like the double village on the one I had the 6 and 2 buys instead of city, and I wanted another village. But yeah, and then they never paid off, right? Because it decided, oh, I'm not going to empty them after all. But like, even putting aside like some of those considerations at this point, certainly, like, you do not, like, Festival would be a better card. Crystal Ball would be a better card. I'm not really sure, you know, that you need the Crystal Ball. It seems likely to me that you would want Crystal Ball there, but maybe you just skip it. But then I think you take a Festival, because City just isn't doing anything, and like, you want to hit 7 for King's Court. Festival will help you a bit with that. You want to be able to get multiple peddlers. Festival will be able to help you with that. So yeah, and then they're just like city, city, city. Like, it does nothing. It just doesn't do anything. I guess it does make peddler cheaper. It's not literally useless, but pretty close. Anyway, well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.